Good morning, everyone. It's Judy. Welcome back to my channel. I just thought I'd turn on the camera. I was playing around with some of these frames. These were Temu frames that I had gotten, and I had several, and trying to think about things that I haven't been using. I got some back here, but I wasn't all that crazy about how some of these look, but I don't know. Maybe I'll use them at another time or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. I still have some tag bases left here, but I have 6 of them that I was playing around with, and I thought, you know what? Let me just go ahead, turn on the camera, and see about playing with some of these. So I already have them matched up. I have everything inked for the most part, not the like the flowers and stuff, and I'll probably leave some of that. Spun my thing around over here. So anyway, I just figured I would put this on. I apologize. I was trying to get something up for Saturday, but it just didn't come together for me, unfortunately. Just trying to dull down some of the white I see. I'm not sure if that needs dulling, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just kind of go around these frames a little bit. I am sorry about not getting this stuff done, but I was playing and just wasn't sure what I was going to do. This is kind of new for me, these things. So let me put this over here and put that there. So anyhow, so you will be seeing this then on Sunday, the 13th of July. So it's supposed to be raining here. Again, I'm like, you know, in a cave down here because I have no idea what's going on. If it is outside, I mean, if it is raining, it's not raining very hard because we do have a sump pump, and I just want to make sure that this will go on. Okay, just want to make sure that goes on. One of these over here, I have them. I'm thinking the label might be too big. This ought to be fun. This ought to be real fun to put glue on. This is one of my older ones. Trying to get it in between the paper clip, the tweezers. So it's about to break right there, so if it does, I will just pick it up and put it back on. It's a very good possibility now with some glue on it, it just may. I hope you can see this. I think I tried to move the camera closer to me, you know, the view of it, so that I don't have to hold my hands so far away. These little guys are sort of bent down here. So, and I have been having trouble with my phone. Well, I've been telling you that for a long time, but you know, it keeps trying to make updates, and it tells me, you know, you have to free up space. It's like I can't free up anymore. I have nothing left to free up. So, I mean, I offload things just to make the videos, and yeah, it's like, oh, okay. I would have liked that, I think, a little higher, but I guess I will do with that. So I think it will be okie dokie. So, and I had pulled out some sari silk down here It's off to my left off camera. Actually, it's sitting in the bins on top of my garbage can, so it's easy for me to reach. Now, that's good. Okay. And then we'll just put this little beauty, I think, right there. And that looks pretty nice. We'll go back, and I do want to do, where is it? Here it is. I think I'm going to use this one. And all I'm really doing, I'm not doing any, like a bird thing or anything. I'm just sort of kind of mass making, I guess. Okay. It should be pretty straight. Okay, we'll put that one to the side. Pretty, pretty. I don't think I had a label or anything for that one. All right, let's pull this guy over. This one was just flowers. So I do want to lightly, just lightly, don't want to make this too heavy, around the ends here. And then lightly go. Let me get it off of here. Am I on camera? I hope so. Just sort of trying to dull down that bright white. Okay, so I think I wanted to put this one a little over to the side and then put this here like that. I don't want it quite over that far. And then I thought maybe a number sort of down here. I kind of like it over there. Okay. Okay, that works for me. Oh, little inking, just a little bit. Kind of just getting rid of any white edges. It's really all I'm trying to do. Little bit. So I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. I know, like I said, it's supposed to be raining here for today, which would be Sunday for you. It was raining a little bit here earlier, but for Saturday, not too bad though. But they're sending out the warnings. Well, not warnings, but alerts, you know, to be aware that there's going to be rain in the area, as it were. So just go ahead and put them down. The reason why I'm doing this, there's a couple of reasons why I'm doing this. Like I said, there's things that I have that I just don't use. You know, I've got all these stickers and I don't think to use them, and I've got these frames and I don't use them. I have a die cutting machine and die cuts and I don't hardly ever use them. And just pulling myself up on my chair here a little bit. And I have embossing folders and I really don't use them. I have stuff to do all kinds of things. I have beads to make dangles and I don't do it. So I don't know, I've been feeling, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to say pressured, but I just feel like I've kind of lost my mojo a little bit. I don't know. So I thought, you know, I mentioned in one of the last videos that I was probably going to switch off to some of these other projects that I have lurking about my room here. Things that I've started and not finished. Some things even a couple or 3 years ago. So I thought, you know, I pulled out one that I had a lot of stuff put aside for, and I thought, okay, I'll get started on that. Nope, didn't work. Didn't work. So I saw these frames and I thought, you know, let me try just doing something simple, maybe just something simple. you know. So that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So it's kind of a mess make. I'll have these pretty bird or flower, bird and flower tags, just some simple things that, you know, I may pull out and do at a later date or something. I don't know, but I'm just kind of trying to get my mojo back a little bit. I watch so many people, you know, I'm willing to watch people who come up, you know, that just kind of, I'm not subscribed to them, but they come up on my feed or whatever it is you call it. I'm so not tech savvy. You know, I watch some of them and see what they're doing, and some of it's good and interesting, and I think, gee, I can try that. I save pictures, I go on Pinterest, I save all kinds of stuff, and yet for some reason, just, I don't know, just can't seem to get anywhere. So these papers, these background papers, were scrap pieces of paper, some cutoffs. This was from the Prairie one, and I had a few. Oh, you know what? I've covered my garbage can. I can't. Can't do it. Can't throw my little bits away right now. They're just gonna have to sit on the side. But yeah. So I was just taking some pieces of paper and, you know, trying to, some little cut-offs, bits that I had. That's actually, I have this diamond, whatever, I'm not really sure what kind of pattern you call it, but I had that one, and I had, oh, it's a little on the crooked side though. I know it's going to be covered a lot. This one that I did here, and then I had another one, which was here, and it was going in the opposite direction, but you know what? I had it, and I was like, I'm just, that doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter, you know? So I would like to put one here and one here. I think I'll have to go a little higher. And then I wanted to put these flowers underneath. So I think what I'm going to do here is do one of those things that I do where I tack things together to kind of give myself a bearing of some kind. Okay. Well, I didn't go around these with any ink, but that's okay. This one's a little, it's being a little crooked. Okay, let me just try to get this one tacked down because it's making a difference. All right, so let's go ahead and try to get this stuff all put down. I thought the birds had, I felt a little like blushy pink tint in some places, these mourning doves. And I can't see. Let me put this out here because I'm having trouble seeing on that paper. So I thought the pink flowers might look nice on them. I'll just do it a little differently than the other ones. So I have a big sunflower back here. Whoops, that was a lot of glue. So that'll be another one I'll put together. And I'm gonna try, I didn't pick out any, sorry, I should have, before I started the video. I have a bunch of different colors, and I thought, well, you know, I'll see what I can do. Okay, there we go. See what I can do. I didn't want to cut any of them off, so see what I can do about matching some of it up. Go a little around these a little bit, and the peonies a little bit. Yeah. Nice, nice. Okay. All right, we'll put our little guy in here. And that looks about to the middle. All right. See my time so far. 16 minutes. I'm questioning it because it looks strange. The time thing is in a different place. You know what's funny is it did do these updates, my phone. I didn't ask it to. Like, it's been trying to do updates for, I don't know, a year. And it just keeps telling me you got to free up more space. And it's like, I have nothing I can free up. There's certain things, I mean, I'd have to take off everything that's in the phone, it seems to me. And it's like, I don't really want to do that. Yeah, that's just sort of going to have to, I don't know that I like this with it. I'm not sure where I got it from. Let me see. Perhaps a small number. You like that? Okay, I just have some bins out here that I went through. I have different types of labels and stamps, and I didn't do any stamps, but I think that'll be fine for that. Yeah, I just thought I would try something different, something I haven't done before. Not like this isn't, you know, nothing spectacular, just simple though, pretty, and I'm liking it. So we'll put that over here, a little straighter, and it's going to be another one of these guys. I think I'm going to try to hold it. Sorry about how I have to do that, but I do have to do it from the side because I can't see it otherwise. So I'm hoping that, oh, I started to say, you know, part of it was trying to get my mojo back, doing something, maybe just some small little projects, dibbling and dabbling, and no particular, you know, thought process or idea for like a journal or anything like that, but just some ephemera pieces. If something fancy comes to mind, then great. If I, you know, can manage to do it, that's good. If it's just something simple like this, great. I'm just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things, I guess. And, you know, I want to get him out of there. Okay, let's try this fella. See if we can get him into a decent place here. Over, I want you over. Okay. More or less, and then I think I will try to kind of hook the number underneath. I'm going to put that up just a little bit because I'm not sure I'm really in frame. I feel like I'm way too close to me for the camera, but I tried to line it up, you know, before I got started. And okay, some of these are just going to have to be trimmed off a tad. That is okay too. Just looks crooked to me. It is crooked. I don't know. I'm not using my 3-in-1. I'm using the Barely Art glue. And that just kind of sticks a whole lot faster. Okay, that'll do. Put a little more glue on this fella. Put that down. I need to find what I've done with my scissors. Ah, there they are. Put away. Isn't that funny? So I'll just trim those off, and that one's okay. Good, good, good. Okay, so that's not bad. Maybe not one of my favorites, but not bad. Not bad, not bad. So I'm hoping I will get a little bit of my momentum back again, and so maybe that'll help. And the other reason behind it, in part, is doing this and then possibly getting back into some of these other, this one would be kind of simple, getting back into some of these other projects that I just haven't done. But like I said, I pulled out the one, I had all these papers. I mean, a ridiculous amount of papers. I couldn't begin to use what I have pulled out for possible papers for this thing. And I couldn't come up with anything. Couldn't come up with anything. So, I don't know. I do not know. Just went blank. I think I'm finding that I do better in the mornings, and I said good morning to you when I came on, but in fact it is 11 o'clock Saturday night, because by the time I get done with everything I have to do, and you know, house-wise and work-wise, you know, for the church, and it is a 7-day-a-week job. Not necessarily all day, but it seems every day I'm doing something, you know, for the church in one way or the other. And it takes up a lot of my time. Excuse me. So I kind of like these numbers with this. Peeling up the glue. So I would hope that this is going to help me. If I sound a little tired, it's probably because I am. I've been kind of going all day, and like I said, I sat down to do this, but before I could come back over here and play, I had started pulling some stuff together, gluing the papers, the scrap papers, onto the bases and getting the tags ready to be decorated, because I didn't want the video to be long. And oops, dropped it on my thing there. I didn't want the video to be long, and so I was trying to get as much ready as I could before I went upstairs to make dinner. And you know, you make dinner, you eat dinner, you put the food away, you clean the dishes, and then I wanted to come back down here and continue, but before I could come back and continue, I had to do the PowerPoint and the bulletin for Sunday service tomorrow. So when I finally got back over here, it was kind of late. So put it on that side. I may end up adding something. I don't know what else I could possibly add, but they can be plain. They're going to get sari silk on them, which will help. I have one more now, and then I'm going to work on putting on the sari silk, which is this one. And I'm not sure I like this big label. I know I'm going to cut this off. I think I like it like that. All right. I'm going to kind of scoosh it together. Something just a little different here. Slightly different placement, slightly different arrangement of the bird and label and the frame. So I think that's what we'll do. And if I get rid of some of this white, it may help. It may help. Okay, let's go ahead with this. A little bit in there. Am I in frame? I am. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put this down. All right, so I know here and here not to go all the way to the ends. Okay, go down there. Okay. So I'm really kind of having fun with these. They are not necessarily inspiring me, but they are making me happy. They are making me happy. So I'm not one, I know there's a lot of people who just make ephemera ahead, and I just don't do that. I make my ephemera as I'm making a journal. So, because I don't know, maybe I'm a little too themey, a little too predictable, I don't know, but yeah, I don't usually make stuff ahead. So I have a few ephemera projects, well, several actually, some cluster things and some fancy unfoldy envelope type things and some other things that I've done in the past. And yeah, maybe one of these days I'll pull those things out, most of them anyway, and kind of just show them again. Just can't really call it a flip through because it's not a journal. They're just pieces, you know, some kind of fancy tag things and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and trim this off. Now this was my last one. I just want to get a little ink here on these sides. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is try to do the sari. Okay, let's put that away. Let's put this away. I don't think I'm going to need them. Put my garbage over that way. I will need my other scissors. Put that there. Okay, all right. So let's put out what we have. We did 6, right? I don't know what that is. What are you? You're something I cut off. We did these 6? Yes, 6. So let's see if we can find some sari silk that we think would go well, what about open these? Piece of this for that. What do we think of that? Frankly, I wish I had chosen this because I like to iron out the sari first. So I may put it on and then go back and take it off, but let's just see. Let's just see what we can do here. Wouldn't it be neat if they came up with a what am I thinking? A eyelet for this ribbon, you know, this wide punch, paper punch, hole punch. I think it would be kind of neat. Okay, so we have that one. Okay. I'll probably trim it down, but I think I will go back and let's see. Okay. Pink. Do I have pink? I have pink. Do I like that? Would I want the darker pink? Oh, yes. Or I could do these. I think I like the gold on this one. So let's go ahead and cut this one. And we'll do a gold one on here, even though it's pink flowers. I kind of like it. There we go. Put that there. So this part at least is a little flatter than the other. But I like it better when it's ironed because it does more of that. It puffs up more and does more of that. So we have that one. Okay. Let's go with this one. These all came out of this bag. I think I know what one I'm going to use for that. Let's go ahead and take this one. And put that on here. I do believe. I think I cut it a little too short. Some of these are a little wider than others, but I do like it. Like I said, I like it when it makes a poofier bow. This one's going to be a little short. I'm pulling the wrong thing. I'll probably have to go back and redo this one because it's a little, cut that one too short. This one, I saw, what one did I see? Was it this? That's the one I use for that. I'm trying to find something different. This one. Okay. I like this one. Oh, this one's really, I can't find the end. Here we go. There's an end. Yeah, I'm going to definitely go back and open these up and iron them, I think. I think it'll make them look nicer. So I'll do that probably for the picture. But we know the colors we have going on here. Get this one back in here. And I was thinking perhaps I have 2 more. What about this green with the pigeons? Yes, I like that one. Like that one. Okay, so we'll put that one in there. Again, that might be a little too short. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. It's probably not too short for some people, but for my chubby fingers, they get too short. Yeah, that one's a little too short too. But I do like it. And then one more. I think we'll go with that. If I can find the end. Here we go. Okay. So we have that one. I'm just trying to pull out the colors in this and the berries and with the, I'm sorry, I was off camera again. I don't know how much I've been off camera. Sorry about that. But there we go. All right, so this one came out of here. This one came out of here. I got to clean all this mess up. But there we have them. Our very pretty, pretty little cards. So that's that for that quick little project, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. It kind of made me feel a little bit better. In any case, that's it for today, guys. I will see you soon. In the meantime, be safe, be happy, and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.